Yo, what's going on YouTube? And welcome to Goal Line Hockey. Alright, this is an emergency video, and it's time to talk about the New York Islanders. We're going to be taking a look at that in this video. If you guys like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, you want to see the latest news around the NHL, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and an even bigger subscribe down below. Let's take a look at the New York Islanders. Alright, here we go. It is time to talk about the New York Islanders. And I was waiting. Guys, I was trying. I was trying to wait for the Islanders to finally win a game, finally get a win over Philly this weekend, and finally just rub this thing over. Nope. The New York Islanders losing streak continues. They went on a 7-game road trip, and they lost 6 of those 7 games. The one game they won was in New Jersey. Since then, the Islanders have lost 2 games in embarrassing fashion to the Washington Capitals. They lost that game to the New Jersey Devils in the second of the back-to-back in Jersey. And now they've lost 2 games this weekend on the road in Philly. So, where do the New York Islanders stand right now? You look at their record, and it's quite concerning. Their record is not good. New York Islanders find themselves with 8 points in 9 games this season. Their record is 3-4-2. So that's 3 wins, 4 losses, and 2 overtime/shootout losses for another 2 points. That's 8 points for the New York Islanders. That's second worst in the Mass Mutual East Division, behind only the Tire Fire right now, which is down the road in the Big Apple, the New York Rangers. So, that brings up the question, what's going on with the Islanders? What's the problem with the Islanders? Why are you so concerned? I'm genuinely concerned because they look just like the Rangers in terms of having leads and giving them up, or just having a brutal bad period and then making you feel like they have hope by playing a good period after that and then just not getting it done. This has been the way the New York Islanders have played all season so far. Their first game against the New York Rangers, honestly, that win means nothing to me. They beat the New York Rangers, who look like shit right now. So that win means nothing. Your second win of the season was against Boston, a hard-fought 1-0 victory. And that's probably their only quality win this season. And then they beat the New Jersey Devils, who are still on the outside of the playoffs looking in. But the Islanders aren't even where the Devils are at right now. But I still don't even consider that a good win by the Islanders. So you have 2 mediocre wins against 2 mediocre opponents, and then you have 1 quality win against Boston in a hard-fought game. And the more frustrating thing is, now we're seeing what's going on with Ilya Sorokin. Ilya Sorokin has now started in 3 NHL games. It's taken the Islanders 5 years to get this kid over here. And how have they treated him? Like shit. He has not gotten a win yet. The first 2 starts in his NHL career, the Islanders did not score a goal in both of those games. And they finally score a couple goals here in this one, and then Brock Nelson decides to screen Sorokin in overtime for Kevin Hayes to put away the game winner. They win 2 games in overtime in 2 consecutive nights. The Islanders fought back in the third period, down 2 goals going into the third. But again, a shitty second period is why they were down 2 goals. They come back and they lose it anyway in overtime. The Flyers, the Caps, and the Bruins seem to be dominating that East Division, while the Islanders and the Rangers in particular are squandering, just trying to stay somewhat alive in this 56-game season. At this pace, the Islanders are on pace for 21 wins this season. If that's not an alarming stat, I don't know what is. Now again, are they going to be at this pace for the rest of the season? I don't know, but who's to say that they aren't? We're almost 10 games in now, and the excuses or whatever, oh, they haven't had good luck on the penalty. Oh, they have bad puck luck, this and that. Cut the bullshit. You gotta find a way to win a fucking hockey game. There's 3 periods in a game. You play like shit in 1 period, and that could fuck the whole game over. And in this Mass Mutual East Division, the division of death, there's no room for mistakes. And every game's a 4-point game, and the Islanders have looked completely out of the water in all of their games. And I don't know what's going on. They keep bringing in Wahlstrom and Bellows, and then sending them to the tax squad, putting them back in. just diminishing their confidence. They're not playing in Bridgeport right now, so what's even the point? Like, I don't understand what the Islanders are doing. Austin Czarnik did look good last night. That's the one positive from that game. Ilya Sorokin is still making decent saves, but the Islanders' defense just has not been good. Joel Farabee puts up a hat trick. What are the fucking chances of that? But at the end of the day, you got to find a way to get it done. I'm sick of the excuses. Sorokin isn't that good. Goaltender, whatever. The referees, what? No. No. At the end of the day, that wasn't the excuses the last 2 years. At the end of the day, you got to be the better team. And the Islanders have not been that through the first 10 games of this season. They have the record they have. It is what it is. They don't have enough goal scoring. We knew that in the beginning of the season, and the Islanders did nothing to fix that. So this is where we're at. The division is solid, and every game means that much more. So you struggle out of the gate here, it's going to be a hell of a lot harder to come back in the second half of the season. So if the Islanders don't get things done by the end of, by Valentine's Day, the Islanders are fucked. And we'll find out over this month. Are the New York Islanders for real? Or are they this crappy team again like we saw 3 years ago? So guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you think of the New York Islanders? How they've treated Ilya Sorokin in his first 3 starts, just giving him nothing. It's just very frustrating. They're embarrassing themselves. They embarrassed themselves in Washington last week. Not only in that first game, but especially that second game. And now these last 2 games against Philly, just looking like a laughingstock. I don't know what's going on with the Islanders. So guys, let me know. What do you think of the Islanders? Do you think they could still get in the playoffs this year? I know it's early, but again, in a 56-game season, you don't have a lot of time, especially when you're playing all your divisional opponents. This is a really, really tough stretch for the Islanders early on. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and an even bigger subscribe down below. Thank you so much for watching, and God help the Islanders.